Yes, so guys, Adora is back again. So I just thought of giving you people some little sermon for today because now they've shadow banded or restricted my page on Instagram because that's exactly where I give you people water. Now therefore they give you that water. You know what time it is. You already know what's up. But since you've decided to take my main Instagram page down, I still have my artistic page that I am still posting there in my stories. And I know you people are seeing it. Everybody can, in case you don't know, you can always find me there because, I must be somewhere whether you like it or not. I'm in your faces forever, for eternity. Even after death, my spirit they with a generation. My spirit is going to be with your generations and your lineages. Let me just go straight and dig in straight and forward into all of this. So this whole thing still is based on the police sexually abusing, molesting, assaulting, and harassing me. One, they came to my hotel room. They stripped me naked on the hotel bed. I was on my own. A woman sharing the hotel bed was trying to lure me into dating the son, and I told her I don't give a fuck. And then all of a sudden, she took my knife I was using to eat my mango in peace downstairs without my knowledge while I was asleep to tell them I was threatening her with a knife. And then all of a sudden, the police came to my room without even asking me anything. They didn't even come for the knife or anything. They didn't even want to hear the story, the part of my side of the story. They just said, "Oh, someone said you were doing this with their." What does my nakedness have to do with someone saying or claiming I was threatening them with a knife, which was not true? So even if you had to question me, oh, you see that I'm on the bed, I'm not dressed. You say, oh, we're just gonna step outside 1 minute so you dress up and then we'll come back to ask you a question. No, that was not what happened. I was on my bed. When they came to me, I was like, who is that? Because I was laying with my face on the bed. The next thing they just did, they started removing my clothes. A man, policeman, removed my clothes step by step from my head, because I usually cover my head when I sleep with my blanket, from my head to my chest level, from my chest level to my knee level down to my toes level, and then he leaned his smelly, sweaty body onto my nakedness and turned me upwards, and then my breast and my entire nakedness was on here. And this man, they started touching their guns. They were right like this in front of me, touching like this. In case you can't see me on the video, they stood like this because I will always give you descriptions. So they stood like this. They were touching their gun, romancing their gun, and at the same time they were looking me straight into my eyeball, like into my eyes, like if you move, we'll move you. And it was during pandemic and coronavirus, so-called worldwide organized manipulative pervert pedophilia, sexual assaultive, mentally assaultive, energetically assaultive, spiritually assaulting pandemic that was worldwide organized by the rulers and the chief in pedophilia and pervertness of this entire world. This is how they would have said she couldn't survive pandemic, she couldn't survive coronavirus, or she died in the process. If I had stood up to what the fuck are you people doing? Even if you have to check me, they said I was using a knife against somebody, which was not true. What right do you have to remove my clothes and then stand in front of me touching your gun, meaning I shouldn't move? If I move, you move me. What does my nakedness have to do with you questioning me about using a knife against somebody like you were told I was doing? So this motherfucker, they stood there with their gun, romancing. My nakedness was on air, and one of them even put his head against my bunk and was looking at my nakedness like this. This motherfucking pervert police used my body for fetishism for more than 20 to 30 minutes. And the whole world think this is a joke. It's funny. As if that one was not enough. Even before this, I was at the bus stop. They asked me to come down from the bus. I was like, why should I be the only one to come down from the bus? And then they said, if you don't come down, we're going to stop the bus. So they stopped the bus. They made everybody come down. In the process, while I was waiting for another bus to come so I can continue my journey where I was actually going, I think I was going to work if I'm not mistaken. The next thing, this group of police just came to my position where I was standing at the bus stop. No question, nothing. She just hits me against the wall, facially like this, and she started dipping her hand. I've made this example before. I'm going to do another round of description. I hand in my pussy. Oh yeah, choking. What you they go find for inside my pussy? I mean that they put something for where? What is happening? Then she turned me back like this and hit me against the wall. And from the back, she kept putting her hands in my pussy. And while she was doing this, the male police that were with her, they were all crazily laughing and mocking me. As if that one was not enough again. My fellow women, they were both Arabic, so-called religious motherfucking bumbleclad, because this whole shit as well, it has to do with everybody. Religious leaders, all kinds of race, even those of you that claim you don't believe in anything, you are all sick, because I've come to understand that the human race is nothing but doomed. When you go and check the meaning of when someone is doomed, this is what the human race is. Even my fellow women, the police that was putting hand in my pussy, first of all, was a woman like me. Not just a woman like me, a black woman. They are using black. This is what they've done to your generations. This is what they've done to your forefathers. This is what they've been doing to your entire forefathers and your lineage. And you still want to continue to be fools and slaves to your slave master. As a matter of fact, you are even now practicing what your slave masters fathers have done to your fathers' fathers. This is what you are doing now. You are practicing the same pedophilia they brought down to Africa, rape they brought down to Africa, all this shit they bring down to Africa that they brought down to Africa, all in the name of, oh, we're going for charity work. We're going to teach these people what they don't know. We are going to civilize their land. They come down there, they rape your boys, they rape your girls, they rape your children, they rape your wives, they rape your mothers, they rape your fathers, they rape your entire lineages. And today, you have done nothing, but you have stood with them. You stand with them to practice the same evil that they've done to your entire lineages, that they've done to your entire forefathers. Back in the days, they are doing it to you now. And one thing I'm going to tell you, babies, they're doing it exactly to your fucking generations and lineages as well. Whether you like it or not. As long as you are succumbing to a philosophy created by your fellow human being, you are practicing it directly or indirectly upon or onto your fellow human being. They will do it to your children too. Why am I elaborating this whole shit like this? Because I want the words to know themselves for who they are. Those of you that they've blinded. See, I wrote in my songs, because of me, so many souls will be woken. Because of me, so many chains will be broken. Because of me, so many people will come out of the hole, the pit, the slave hole you've put in them mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. They will come out from it. And when I say spiritually, don't get me started with those religious bumbleclad bullshit, because I claim right now that I'm a religious person, but don't give me any kind of religion. Even if I say I'm a Christian my own way. My Jesus cannot be your Jesus. My Yeshua cannot be your Yeshua. My God is not your God. Because as at now, I've come to understand that my own God is different from the God of everybody on this universe. Apart from the fact that your God is your conscience and it's inside of you, first of all, because you are made in the image and likeness of your Creator. Apart from that, but when we call on that entity that we call on, my own entity is different. It can't be the ones you people are calling on. The entity, the God that I believe in, is not the God of pedophilia. Is not the God of using police to rape and sexually abuse and harass the citizens they are supposed to be protecting. It's not the God of molesting, and people and everybody are participating in the philosophy and laughing on the people they are doing it to. That's not my God, and that will never be my God. So back to them using a black woman to sexually abuse and molest me. They use your own people. This is what they do. They send bombs, they send guns and arms down to Africa for Africans to kill Africans. For different tribes to, like they were doing with the Boko Haram in Nigeria, because that's where I come from. I'm going to use Nigeria as an example. The guns they were using to fight each other, both the ones with the terrorists and the ones with the citizens that were able to get some guns to fight back or do whatever they were trying to do, release their captives or the people they held in captive or all those shit. Those guns, they all come from the children of the slave masters of your forefathers, which are your modern day slave masters. They send those guns, they make you kill yourselves, and then they say, oh, now you see, they are corrupt. Nigeria is corrupt. They are killing themselves. This is what I'm now saying. You una juju and una voodoo. Una they say they kill una self. Your voodoo, your juju you used to kill yourself. Why not use it to kill your modern day slave masters? Why not use it to eradicate and eliminate their teachings, their philosophy away from the life of your entire lineages so that Africa will be clean again? Why don't you do that? Or those of you so-called religious leaders, whether Muslim or Hinduist or Buddhist or whatever religion you claim to be or profess, why don't you people use those power of your religion to save your Africa? Instead, you are being brainwashed. Look at all your celebrities right now. Slave-made celebrities, enslaved activists, enslaved stars, enslaved bumbleclats, they call all of you. See, let me tell you, in their private white meetings, I know I'm in Europe right now, and I came here not because I wanted to come. I came because it's a long story, but I'll do another video on that. It's going to be special. I came here just actually to help my mom that I felt she has given me a lot in my life, not to know that she was coming to use my life for our own advantage, for an all evil plans. But that will be another whole video. You say you love to be slaves? You like to be slaves? Sleep on your slave beds very well. But your slave masters, children, which are your modern day slave masters' children right now, you know what they do? When they're in their private white meetings, they sit down, they sip champagne and laugh and mock all you African fools. They mock you on a 24 hours basis. And you stupid enslaved celebrities and stars and activists, you carry your shoulder around like this, you flaunt your bling bling. Yeah, me, I do bling bling too, but it's my sweat, it's my money. Slave master did not give it to me. I worked for this with my own hand. The gold that I'm putting on right now in my ear, I worked as a waitress to buy all this. Now my money. I'm not like you people sold out celebrities, sold out enslaved celebrities, stars and activists. They catch you in the act of something, or they manipulate you to do something very, very aggravating. They put it on a tape, maybe like fucking or maybe like fucking asses or fucking kids, or you being fucked in the ass, or or you killing somebody. They provoke you, they push you to do one shit. They tape it with their CCTV camera. Exactly the same camera. I know they have a tape of their police sexually assaulting and abusing me. They have all of this. Until they bring that out, this is never going to end, because it is war, like I've always said. They tape you, then they hold it against you, and they now tell you whatever we tell you to do is what you are going to be doing. And you can't even stand for your truth. You do what? But continue. You do what? Then continue to do what your slave masters they've told you to do. But I'm not one of you. You tried doing all this to me? Just imagine if they were able to kill me during the pandemic, during the so-called coronavirus in Paris. They would have said, oh, she couldn't survive the pandemic. She couldn't survive coronavirus. Coronavirus killed her. The pandemic killed her. See, all of you can keep sucking that dick. You will suck this dick. Your children will suck this dick. Your entire lineages will suck this dick till they die. It's a generational problem right now. This is what you don't know. It's funny to you. And the beautiful part of it is that they've done this to a lot of people, participating in doing this to other people. I just cannot imagine what they've done, or what atrocity the policewoman that was sexually assaulting and harassing me in the bus stop and the women filming me have done in private that nobody knows. Using my own fellow black woman to sexually harass me. using group of men to come to my room to strip me naked and use my body for nakedness fetishism, and a policeman using his dirty stinking body to touch my nakedness, put his head on my bunk and was watching me more than 20 minutes while he was romancing his gun, and the whole world is watching. And while I was being sexually abused and harassed in the bus station, my fellow women took out their phone. They were all laughing, just like the policemen were laughing. These women were laughing as well. They were mocking me. They brought out their phone and were doing video on it. They videotaped me while it was happening to me, and they were laughing. And some of these women were Arabs, Muslims. Some of them were whites. Then the original culprit inflicting the pain and the abuse on me was my fellow black woman. See. Your ancestors are very proud of you right now. Your ancestors are proud of you right now. Your forefathers, they are in heaven. They are pumping champagne for the works that you are using your own fellow blacks to do right now. For what you are doing on your fellow black people right now. You see me, I don't see race anymore. Now it has come to generalizing everybody. As you see me now, I don't give a fuck about your color. I don't give a fuck about your race. I don't give a fuck about the blood you have in your vein. I don't give a fuck about... I'm passing on the road like I've said it many times. I just see you of any race or color fucking a child, abusing a child, or abusing your dog, or abusing your mother, or abusing your sister, or abusing your brother, or abusing yourself, or even killing yourself. I will pass as if I've not seen anything. Because I'm on a minding my business routine right now. This is minding my business era right now. If I die today, nobody should give me a befitting burial. If you try to give me any befitting burial, you will befit yourself to untimely grave. Leave my body on the street. Let the animals feed on me. I prefer animals to feed on my body than for a group of motherfucking family members or so-called friends or anybody at all. As long as you have blood in your vein to say you want to give me burial, my God will turn that, strike you with another round of calamity and agony. I'm not even capping. Nobody merits to be in my space. Don't like me. Don't ask after me. Don't love me. Mind your business. I mind my business. I'm going to any place of work right now. I'm going there. It's formal. I give my service. They pay me my money and I get the fuck off. If I want a pedophile or a pervert like one of you to come into my space and take care of me, like I want you, like I used to say, oh, if any man is going to come into my life, is going to be eligible in always. I don't give a fuck about love. You have to be able to take care of me first of all before you can come into my space. Right now, I'm telling you, no motherfucker can come into my space again till I die. So as long as I have my hands and my leg, I better go out there, take my fucking ass out there and work for my money and take care of myself. Otherwise, a pervert or a pedophile, a doomed motherfucking human being like one of you will come into my space and try to come and say they are going to take care of me. So then I will be another round of slave to you people again, which is never going to happen. Also now I'm in Germany. I'm in Berlin, to be precise. And at my place of work, I got my fucking pervert boss, so-called manager, touching me in my ass. In 1 month, under the same roof, I had 3 male perverts touch me in my ass. 3 male fucking perverts, they touch me in my fucking ass. And one of them was my motherfucking pervert, pedophile manager. Touching me in my ass. And I'm going to go straight into it. I don't give a fuck. You can come and look for me anywhere. I will repeat this whole shit. The place was Adora Coffee at Kudam, Berlin. And the name of the people who touched me in my ass. One is my so-called pervert boss. His name or manager, his name is Ben. So when you go to Adrock, run from, make sure you stay far away from that pervert. The second one is Ferdinando. He has hair because I think they have 2 or 3 Ferdinando, if I'm not wrong, inside that place. Ferdinando, he has hair that he packs, or hair up to this level of his, I don't know, shoulder. And he's very hairy. Like, like an hairy animal. Yeah. It touched me in my ass and it hit me on my arm so hard. It didn't even apologize. He didn't give a fuck. He's a big masculist, an animalistic, hairy pervert and masculist. And then a small rat, a small Muslim cockroach, Ahmed, he also touched me in my ass. So I just wanted to put this and why I couple up the video. Yeah. So all of this is based on all the shit that is happening right now. So make nobody talk, say they're not here. You already know what time it is. I'm not going to any private police. You know it's not even possible for me to go to the police that sexually abuse me. I don't care if it's happened in Paris. Because this is a worldwide shit and the whole world is watching. The police that is being trained in Europe, they all follow the same rules and regulation. And to me, they are all the same thing. Everybody can keep their opinion to themselves. So I'm not going to go to the police who sexually harassed me, or the police they used in sexually harassing and molesting me to report my case to them. So I'm going to just talk on social media. You're the same social media is what I will use to let the whole world know who you are. And if anything happened to me, the police killed me. The police took me down. I want the world to know that. I just want to rethank Chantel for the video I watched on Facebook right now, where she was stating, why do parents, especially African parents, they give birth to children? Not because they love to have children, just for their selfish sake. Like my so-called bloody mother was telling me. If you had followed my rules and regulation, Adora, I know where you should be by now. I don't even want to go into all this shit right now. Oh, I thought as I brought you to Europe, all my pains, all my stress, all my suffering is over. What do you mean by telling that to a teenager that just got abroad? I will make a proper video on the entire story of my abroad story. So that all of you sitting down there in Africa saying, oh, she just went abroad to waste her life and all those shit. It's not like your opinion matters to me, but I will put it out so that before you open your mouth to talk in my matter, you will think 10 times. Because if not, my God will thunder fire your generations, and your lineages, with calamity and agony. My pity is not for you, it's for your generation and your lineages that has not done nothing yet. You're already using their heads to buy generational curses. God bless you, Chanel, for that video that you made. When I was a child, let me do this very quick so that the video is not too long. When I was a child, I used to say, I don't think I want to. I'm not sure I was even up to 10 years where I was already having all these thoughts and sayings in my mind that I'm not even sure I'm going to give birth because I'm going to adopt kids. That was in the beginning. And everybody, my aunties, my uncles, and everybody were all preoccupied. Even my so-called mother was preoccupied. Like, why would she be talking like that? Why are you talking like white people? That you don't want to... nobody ever sat down to ask me, come, let's talk one-on-one. Give me the reason why you have said this. Give me reasons why you are making this statement. Nobody. But my reasons were, I was like, I was actually almost brought up all my life by other people and not actually my parents. Because my dad was never around. My mom was never around. It was either the sales girls or the house girls or the uncles or the aunties or the neighbors or the neighbors, or the street neighbors that actually brought me up. So I was like, if people actually brought me up, why should I not be able to bring other people up? Why should I go and start procreating and giving birth when there are other kids on the streets that should be taken care of? This was my mentality then. Then I saw that it was becoming something like a threat to them. Growing up, as I grew older a little bit, I was like, okay, maybe it would be good to have one heir to my name, at least one biological child from me, or two at least, then adopt like 4 or 5. If I happen to marry a rich man that is going to like have the same idea, going to be generous, because there are really a lot of kids that needs to be taken care of. It's not obligatory that I even give birth, because there are kids already everywhere. And like the so-called African sayings goes, not be only one person they born pikin, a village na get pikin. One person does not give birth to a child. The whole village gives birth to a child and own a child. Which means you bring up a child together with the parents, helping the parents to bring, which is what has happened to my life. So I was saying nobody even gave a fuck about all that. But all this right now that I just said, anyway, they are in the past. It was in the past that I was saying I'm going to bring up other people's kids because I was being brought up by other people, that I used to care about people, that I used to want to. Right now, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's minding my business. So. Because if for 30-something years old, I have carried the whole world in my head, and at this time, I don't learn how to carry my own problem on my head by myself and mind my business, it means I'm a bastard, it means I'm a fool, it means I'm an idiot. I don't care about your opinion. This is my own opinion. I used to be very, very preoccupied about how sometimes I used to sit down and I would just imagine so many evil that is going on in this world. I would just start crying for the innocent people on this world, on this earth. But right now, I've told you people, and I repeat again, just be fucking your own child, be fucking your mother in present of me, or just be choking yourself knife, or carry gun and shoot yourself. I will pass you like I didn't see you, because I'm on a minding my business era and period right now. I don't give a fuck about any other person. If you see me doing the same thing, killing myself, please pass like you did not see me too. Let it be reciprocal, because some people be like, oh, don't treat them the way they treat you. If not, you end up like them. That's saying to an extent I can understand it. I can understand it. But when it gets to a certain level of evil and you don't talk about it, you keep quiet, it means you yourself, you are a supporting system to that evil that is happening on this earth. So when it comes to sexual abuse, I'm a victim. No, I'm not a victim. I can say I was an object of experiment for abusers and molesters when I was a child. I was being molested and tossed around like a ball. Me that you see here today. See, let me tell you one thing quickly. It always gets better. It fucking always gets better. And this statement I just made, it means a lot of things. This is why I'm telling you to use your technology to try to measure my happiness right now. What you did to me in Paris and what is happening right now, and try to see if there is any pain in my words. I'm not even pained while I'm saying all this. I'm happy. Because I know, my God, you see why being tossed around like a ball, molested ball, object of molest when I was small. My God took care of all my molesters. Back then, I couldn't even stand for myself to say, oh, they did this to me. Nobody would believe me. Nobody would want to hear me. Because the people that actually were doing this to me were people that were supposed to be taking care and protecting me, just like the police that molested and assaulted me that were supposed to be protecting me in the society. If someone abuses me, maybe I know one of these, for example now, one of these so-called abusers are still alive. Now that I'm grown, I should be able to press charges, go to the police and press charges. But now the police is the same person doing it to me. As in, I don't understand. You are going to tell a pedophile to come and arrest a pedophile, a rapist to come and arrest a rapist, a molester to come and arrest a molester. Does it work like that? No. So this is why I'm telling you guys, this world is doomed, and it's doomed forever. And one other beautiful thing I would like to say quickly before I end this video. You see those of you that has passed through similar things like being raped and abused while you were small, and you are participating directly or indirectly in mocking or taking part in doing it to other people. I pity you. Especially those of you that have children now. You see, as I'm here, I'm never going to have kids. Nobody's ever going to come into my space as a spouse. I don't even need a friend. This is what I'm saying. Everything is formal. It's outside my space right now. I have a space, then there is outside of it. When I come outside to play, we do our business, our formality. When I'm through, I enter and I close my door. And you will all remain outside my space for eternity. Nothing is going to change that shit. And if you think I'm lying, gather your technological power, energy, to redefine and evaluate what I've just said, if I'm lying or not. But since I'm above your technology and your bullshit you call philosophy, you cannot even define what I'm saying. The only thing that will be happening, you will be seeing it in reality. Your right candidates, now me fit to now. See, since I was born, I've always known I was on a mission on this earth. And every day my God is showing it to me. Forget. No cap. See, I'm not wearing any cap right now. I'm not even joking. Those of you that have seen molest before in your life, that have been molested, used, and abused, and you participate directly or indirectly in doing this to anybody, talk less of me, participating in the philosophy they used in sexually assaulting and molesting and harassing me, you are in trouble. Your children are in trouble. Your generations are in trouble. Your lineages are in trouble. And I'm not even capping. This is not a lie. Even after death, your generations will be coming to your grave, to be digging your grave, to ask you, what did you do with our generation? What did you do with our life? I see all of you. When I was in Paris, I saw all of you. You were giving your tactics, all you enslaved celebrities, enslaved so-called modern days slave master-made celebrities and stars, and social media celebrity stars, all of you slaved together in a bunch. All of you slave together in a circle. I saw all your moves. You gave me your tactics. You showed me your slave and enslaved mindset tactics. Your characteristics, you were displaying it everywhere. Just like you are still doing now. I'm just going to give a quick example. Grace Agilary. I love you like there is no tomorrow. I used to feel you like I still feel you, make I not lie, because even seeing your face alone, Seth, I would just start laughing. Only seeing your face. You've not said anything, just looking at your face, facial expression alone, I start laughing. But you see, the beautiful part of it is that I know, and you know, and the whole world knows you were one of the people, the forefront people like Don Jazzy they put in my space to do a lot of manipulations. A lot of my social media friends also, I saw all of you. You were at work. You were doing your modern day slavery job. They pay you for. Good for you. Good job, slaves. I saw all of you in action. You see, people like you people now, they manipulated perverts into your space. Grace, why are you not proud to show the way you show your son every day? Why don't you show the father the same way? I just make I ask you a question. My sister, Kilonshe. Why don't you show your baby father or your baby daddy the way you show your baby? You are not even bold, because the same manipulation was made on you. You ended up falling into the hand of someone you believe what was with. So Grace Agilary, you fell into the hands of someone they made you believe was who he was when he was really not that shit. And when you found out, I saw you in the beginning. You posted the baby hand, the father's hand, your hand, and I think your mom's hand. You talked about something of generation coming to pass and everything. You even showed his face in the beginning of everything. But when you found out that it was all manipulation and you found out what was behind this, nobody told me what I'm saying. I'm telling you because I know. You see, you people, you've toyed with the wrong motherfucker. You see, in many of my songs and in my poems that I've written, I've talked about so many things. I used to talk about the whole world coming to learn Pidgin English, and Nigeria will be doomed. Right now, the only languages we can communicate in Nigeria is our Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or our private ethnical languages. We're not like the Ghanaians, for example. They have languages they can all communicate and understand in. If Ghanaians are in the midst of Nigerians right now, they have their one language. They can all speak. Nigerians will not understand. The only one language Nigeria was able to speak, Ghanaian could still understand but not perfectly well back in the days, was Pidgin English. Right now, Oyibo, they speak Pidgin English. Una slave master children, they speak Pidgin English now. You don't have anything to your name again. You don't even have one language you can call your own. Your colonial masters, generational slave masters, children language is what you are still carrying around. You are not ashamed of yourselves. So many children right now in Nigeria, they don't even know their dialects. I used to be very preoccupied about all of this, but I'm no longer, because me, I know like 8 languages. Maybe I don't know them perfectly well, but I can find my way around all the time. I write in different languages. I don't know how many of you can do that. So many children right now that are born in Nigeria, especially, the only thing they know is English. The boarding school where I went to, I used to have people that they didn't even know how to speak Pidgin English. The only thing they know how to speak is correct English. If you speak any other thing, they don't understand shit. Is this what you want for your generation? Sold out British slaves? Let us say the street papers. When they carry on themselves, they do that, a celebrity. Look at your country. Nyaga. Zara. Ask Benin people to explain what I'm saying. Oh, yes, Zara. Look at Nigeria. It's like gutter. Even the gutter in Europe is cleaner than Nigeria. Look at all of you. Rich and poor. No middle class. The British, they are happy having you as their slave. And you people, you are carrying your shoulder upside down. You will carry Ferrari. You will ride Ferrari inside Poto. Even if you live in Banana Island, you must drive your Ferrari towards the mainland. Even if you live in GROA, in Benin, you must drive your Ferrari to come and pass roads that are not well made. You must still meet Poto. What does this have to say? Your slave masters and their children, they just put you in position to make you feel like you are on top. But in the meantime, you are still inside shit. You are still nothing but slaves. You are nothing but British-owned enterprise. You are nothing but British-owned companies. You are nothing but British-owned slaves. You see me? I can die right now, I will be the happiest person on this earth. I will be in heaven. I will be popping champagne with my God. I'm not joking, no cap. The things that I've said, the goods that I've done to people of this earth, no money can even replace it or repay me back. Talk less of the truth I'm speaking right now. This is what they always do. They always end up saying, oh, this person is mad, she's crazy, she has mental problem, that's why she's talking like that. Do I look like I have mental problem? All the truth I'm spilling right now, do they sound like someone that a truth that will come out from the mouth of someone that has mental problem? So if I die now, you people should just still know that now they kill me. Now not kill me, not even them. I don't say them. I don't give a fuck about whether Illuminati or no Illuminati. Fuck all you motherfucker. The earth right now and me, we're on different levels. The entire earth. Nobody is exempted. If you say, oh, Adora, you are generalizing everybody. Not everybody is actually in support of this philosophy going on. That's why a lot of us are quiet. We are not doing anything. Why must you be quiet in a philosophy like this running right in front of you? Why should you be quiet? So if you say you are good, I don't care. Be good for yourself. Good for you. I applaud that. But you will be good to yourself. Be good and stay in your space. Be good and stay for yourself. Mind your business. Don't come close to me. Don't bring those your fake perverts good that you claim to be good to me. Even if you say your good is genuine, I don't care. Me, nah, I don't care. Is it by force? It's not by force. Stay on your own. So back to Grace Argillery. My sister, be careful. Oh. I know it's already too late for all of you because this is the problem right now. You are like, your baby daddy. Why are you not showing his picture the way you show your handsome son? Why are you not showing him? Because you have come to find out that you were being manipulated with the same scheme and philosophy, and now you are joining indirectly and directly to do it to other people, especially to someone like me. Babe, you fuck up. But I'm going to tell you one truth that will put fear in your mind this evening, today, or now. You see your handsome son that you carry like egg. I want you to know, not only you, all of you, your children, they are abusers, they are molesters, they are already waiting for them. This is what you don't know. It's in a circle, it's generational. You can't break it. It goes around and comes around. As long as your children will have blood in their vein, your slave master's children, they will do the same thing, even to their own children, talk less of to your own children that are slaves to them. As me there, so as I'm here now, if I end up giving birth on this earth after all this video that I've made, it means I'm an hypocrite. It means I'm a bastard, say they not born me well. It means I'm a devil in disguise and a doomed person just like all of you. But since I'm not doomed like any of you on this earth, since I'm not a devil in disguise like so many of you, if not all of you, since I'm not a bastard, and since I'm not a liar in disguise, why after what has been done to me, after the truth that I know, and the doom and the truth of the doomness that I know that has engulfed the entire earth, I will bring my own genitor into this head. The blood of that child will never forgive me. The head of that child will never ever forgive me. I can't give birth into this kind of planet. Am I crazy? So you can use my child or my children for your social and your pervert and pedophilia philosophy experiment? Am I crazy? So those of you that they've done the same thing to, you have given birth now, carrying your own children like egg, wishing nothing like that will happen to them. Sit down and relax. Like I said, like I've said and I've always said, put your popcorn order on redial. You don't need to be dialing the number and be ordering for popcorn every time. No, just put it on redial, because that popcorn is going to be rolling. Because you people, you are going to be watching me like Netflix forever. Your generation to generations will come and watch me like Netflix for eternity. And this is it, babies. And if you don't like what I'm saying, like I usually say, babies, suck my motherfucking dick. Suck that dick and choke on it. Suck that dick and choke on it. And for today, motherfuckers, I'm done. Until the next sermon service. We're out this bitch. It's Adora, one of the entire universe. Before me, there's never been another me. Now that I'm here, there is no another me. And after me, there is never going to be another me. The earlier you know the truth, the better for you. Know that and know peace. You already know what time it is. It depend as it depend on my it is with me. It depend as it depend on my it is with me. And then where you go? And then where you go? Oh, boy.